TeraFlex's JK Explorer front bumper gives us a strong, affordable solution for a functional off-road bumper that's easy to install. We'll start the installation by removing the two cross-member cover retainers. Using a Phillips screwdriver, it's possible to remove the center expansion screws. Using very light pressure, just wind them out. Here's a hint for you. Use a new Phillips with some clean, sharp edges on it, and it'll grip the plastic without much pressure. With the retainers removed, slide the cover to one side to give us access to those bumper bolts. While you're in the mood to fight those plastic retainers, move to the lower wind deflector and remove the 6 retainers. Now 2 of those retainers are going to be on vertical supports, and they'll be accessed from the rear. With the expansion screws removed, give that air shield a good tug and it'll pop loose. Go ahead and disconnect the fog lamps. Just pinch the connector and they'll pop right out. Pop loose the light harness retainers. The bumper is held on by 8 18mm nuts that are threaded onto studs in the bumper. 2 of the bolts on each side of the frame are easy to get at. The other 2, not so much. Using an extension with a socket will really speed up the process. But if you've got time, go ahead and use an end wrench. Enjoy that, that'll give you something to do. Once the bumper nuts are removed from one side, slide that plastic cover back over to the other side to gain access to the remaining 4 nuts. Pull the bumper back a little and slide out the plastic frame cover. Go ahead and remove the bumper. If the reinforcing plates hit the floor, it's not a problem. They won't be used with the new bumper. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the 4 mounting screws from each driving light. With a 1/4-inch nut driver and the supplied hardware, reinstall the lights. Be sure to remount the lights in the correct orientation. Now the mounting frame on the lights has 2 holes in 2 of the mounting points. The double-holed mounts will face the top of the bumper. Mount the light and bracket assembly to the bumper and go ahead and tighten it up. Okay, here's helpful hint 2.1. Slide a couple of the new bumper mount bolts in from the back side of the bumper frame mount. Any hole will do. We're just going to use them to hold the bumper in place while we start the bolts from the front. Now once we have a couple of bolts started from the front, remove the bolts that we used to hold the bumper, turn them around, and reinstall them. With all the bolts installed, start the tightening process. And it is a process. The lock nuts will require some effort to tighten. The good news is the bumper isn't going to fall off. The lights can be plugged in easily from under the Jeep, and while you're there, reroute that harness along that cross member using the existing holes and harness ties. Does that look good or what?